Hello everyone, I'm Pam Sloan, a teacher leader here at KVEC, along with Dana Duff and
Christy Hicks.
And today we are going to discuss the importance of self-monitoring in young readers. Everyone knows that monitoring means to observe a situation closely. When children read and notice something isn't quite right in their own reading, they are self-monitoring. Effective monitoring is a highly skilled process that is constructed over many years of reading development. It is important for teachers to notice self-monitoring because the process is a general one required in all reading, and the child's half-right, half-wrong behaviors help us decide what to teach next and plan accordingly. When a child makes an error, allow them to read the whole sentence before you intervene. And say something like, "You worked well on that. Now, where was the hard part?" It is important to give the child a chance to hear that something didn't sound right, look right, or make sense in the sentence. Even when a child stops reading or hesitates, we can assume that he or she is noticing something isn't right. Stop and say things like, "Was that okay? Why did you stop? What did you notice?" Building independence by having the child check on his or her behavior is very important to establish early in the lesson series.
When a child self-monitors, reinforce his or her attempts whether he is correct or not. Say things like, "You tried to work that out," or "It was good the way you noticed the first letter didn't match what you were saying." When a child makes a substitution, cover the problem word and ask for something you know he knows about the word. If a child says jumping for hopping, say things like, "What do you expect to see at the beginning, at the end, or after the M?" Then you would uncover the word and say, "Check it. Does it look right and sound right? Can we say it like that?" Then review by saying, "So it has to make sense and it sounds right too." After both correct and incorrect responses, say, "Were you right?" If the child is correct, say, "Well, how did you know?" This lets us know how and what the child is monitoring. Remember, when the child is getting more skilled, you should do less talking and prompting. Simply say, "Try that again," to signal to the child that something isn't right. This allows the child to monitor and search for himself. Remember, our ultimate goal is to foster independence. Eventually, you want the child to find his own errors. At higher levels, you might say, "You made a mistake in that sentence or on that page. Can you find it?" We will leave you with the quote from Marie Clay: "The ultimate goal is to help foster in a child a self-extending system whereby children are independent readers whose reading and writing improve whenever they read and write."